If there's anything as bad as the trauma of incest, having the one person you trusted with your life have carnal knowledge of you, then it has to be walking with the shame, the hurt and anger for decades in silence.
Ilikuwa 1996, nilikuwa form 2. Wakati huo nilikuwa 16 years.
Let me just forgive them and forgive them and forgive them.
Two women open up for the first time decades later and talk of a subject that has quietly been wrecking Kenyan families for years, but that still has to be discussed in secrecy, not because of the need to protect the dignity of the victims, but to protect the perpetrators, cover up what is deemed taboo.
I was a young girl, and at times you just give a person respect because, you know, this is my father or is a caretaker to me. So I just gave him all the due respect that I had. Yeah, so to me, I didn't imagine of anything of the kind happening.
Now 32 years, this first victim was only 12 when a man she considered her father assaulted her. The incident so vivid, she even remembers what they had for dinner that night 20 years ago.
He brought us fish, then he told me to prepare ugali and we are going to eat from the bed. So I wondered why from the bed. Then when I prepared the food, I didn't even eat because I was scared.
They lived in a one-roomed house, she tells me, and it was when her aunt had gone for a funeral and failed to return that he sexually assaulted her.
I think he thought I had already slept. He crawled down. What I just heard, I just felt somebody touching my thighs and looking me for where I was. When I tried to scream, he held my mouth. And he was a huge person, so I couldn't fight him back.
Relatives advised her not to mention the incident that happened several times to anyone, especially since her aunt threatened not to pay her school fees if she did. She was blackmailed into silence. Years later, I ask if she regrets keeping mum.
I regret and I don't regret. If I could have reported the matter, I couldn't have gone to school. And I regret it because by me keeping quiet, maybe this man has done it to other people in that house.
The second victim's trauma is deeper than the act itself. It is the betrayal by her mother, the one person she felt safest telling of the horrific ordeal that happened when she was 16.
Alinisomea mpaka nikashindwa ni kwa nini nilikuwa nimeenda kumwambia. Sasa ilibidi ninyamaze.
Very little has been documented on incest in terms of statistics, mostly because such cases are rarely reported, concluded, or even, as is the case most times, dismissed at the family level. What seems at the moment as the quick solution, but what sadly breeds a society of bitter individuals.
Ukifikiria mama yako mzazi ndiye atakuja kukulinda na yeye ndiye amekutenga, anakuonyesha wewe ndiye uko na shida, na saa hiyo uko mtoto mdogo, msichana mdogo, huwa inaudhi sana na inauma sana.
It made me to realize that never ever trust anyone.
If it's not dealt with, it is either affect you either in your marriage or either in your relationship as you grow old.
This one mother, having known better, is hawk-eyed when it comes to her children, paranoid that history may repeat itself.
Hata wa leo nakosa kuamini bwana yangu nikimwacha na huyu mtoto wangu msichana. Wakati mwingine naona siwezi mtrust na huyo msichana wangu juu ya yale yalinitendekea na ilinitendekea kwa mama yangu.
But what of the families of thousands of children imprisoned by a cycle that many families sit and hope will go away, but which refuses to self-destruct? Evelyn Omboi, Citizen Live at 9.